News Services Division of All India Radio presents Employment News.
Welcome to the program Employment News. I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay giving you a quick update about some of the job vacancies where you can apply. Today we'll be discussing about vacancies in National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities, Divyangjan, Office of the Cantonment Board, Wellington Cantonment, Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhubaneswar, Defence Research and Development Organization, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Armed Forces Tribunal, National Health Authority, and Centre of Biomedical Research, Lucknow. National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities, Divyangjan, invites applications from eligible candidates for regular post to be filled on direct recruitment basis or contractual basis. 1 post of lecturer in rehabilitation psychology, 5 posts of rehabilitation therapist, 1 post of junior accountant, 1 post of assistant professor in pediatrics, 1 post of information and documentation officer, 2 posts of assistant professor in rehabilitation psychology, 1 post of lecturer in special education, 1 post of lecturer in vocational counseling and employment, 1 post of assistant administrative officer, 2 posts of special education teacher, 1 post of home visitor or teacher, 2 posts of stenographer, 1 post of LDC or typist, 1 post of receptionist cum telephone operator, and 1 post of storekeeper at his headquarters in Secunderabad. 1 post of assistant professor speech pathology, 1 post of orientation and mobility instructor, 1 post of clerk, 1 post of assistant professor medical PMR, 1 post of assistant professor special education, and 1 post of workshop supervisor cum storekeeper at his composite regional center, Devangare. 1 post of assistant professor medical PMR and 1 post of assistant professor special education at his composite regional center, Nellore, and 1 post of assistant professor medical PMR at his composite regional center, Rajnandgaon. For complete details regarding age, education qualifications, experience prescribed for the post and terms and conditions, etc., please visit the website www.niepid.nic.in. Last date for submission of applications is 7th December 2022. Office of the Cantonment Board, Wellington Cantonment, Ministry of Defence, Government of India, invites applications in prescribed format through email up to the 2nd of December 2022 by 5 p.m. for direct recruitment to 2 posts of Safai Wala. For detailed advertisement, instruction, and application format, please visit Wellington Cantonment Board website wellington.kent.gov.in. Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research invites applications from eligible Indian nationals for 433 posts of nursing officer. The details regarding eligibility criteria and other terms and conditions are available on the website www.jipmer.edu.in. Last date for closing of online applications is 1st December 2022 till 4:30 p.m. All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhubaneswar, an autonomous institute of national importance, is one of the new AIIMS and Apex Healthcare Institute been established by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India under the Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana with the aim of correcting regional imbalance in quality tertiary level healthcare in the country and attaining self-sufficiency in graduate, postgraduate and higher medical education and training. Online applications from Indian and other citizens as permissible under the applicable act or rules are invited for faculty posts on direct recruitment basis in various departments in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhubaneswar. 2 posts of professor anesthesiology, 1 post of assistant professor anatomy, and 1 post of assistant professor biochemistry. 1 post of professor and 2 posts of assistant professor burns and plastic surgery. 1 post of professor cardiology, 1 post of professor, 1 post of additional professor, 2 posts of associate professor and 1 post of assistant professor cardiothoracic surgery, 1 post of associate professor dentistry, 1 post of assistant professor dermatology, 1 post of professor and 1 post of assistant professor endocrinology and metabolism, 1 post of assistant professor gastroenterology, 3 posts of professor general medicine, 1 post of associate professor general surgery, 1 post of additional professor hospital administration, 1 post of professor and 1 post of assistant professor medical oncology and hematology, 1 post of professor and 1 post of additional professor neonatology, 1 post of professor and 1 post of assistant professor nephrology, 1 post of professor neurology, 1 post of Associate Professor and 1 post of Assistant Professor, Neurosurgery, 1 post of Professor and 1 post of Assistant Professor, Nuclear Medicine, 1 post of Professor, Obstetrics and Gynecology, 1 post of Professor, Ophthalmology, 2 posts of Professor, Orthopedics, 1 post of Assistant Professor, Pediatric Surgery, 1 post of Professor and 1 post of Assistant Professor, Pediatrics, 1 post of Professor, 1 post of Additional Professor, and 1 post of Assistant Professor, Pathology or Lab Medicine, 1 post of Assistant Professor, Pharmacology, 1 post of Professor, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, 2 posts of Professor, Physiology, 1 post of Professor, Psychiatry, 1 post of Assistant Professor, Pulmonary Medicine, 1 post of Professor, 1 post of Associate Professor, and 2 posts of Assistant Professor, Radio Diagnosis, 1 post of Professor, 1 post of Additional Professor, 1 post of Associate Professor, and 2 posts of Assistant Professor, Surgical Gastroenterology, 1 post of Associate Professor, and 2 posts of Assistant Professor, Surgical Oncology, 1 post of Professor, Transfusion Medicine and Blood Bank, 1 post of Professor, Trauma and Emergency, and 1 post of Professor and 2 posts of Assistant Professor, Urology. This is a rolling advertisement and will remain valid for 1 year from the date of publication of the advertisement in the Employment News or Rozgar Samachar. Cut-off dates and other relevant information related to this recruitment shall be intimated only on AIIMS Bhubaneswar official website aimsbhubaneswar.nic.in. Any query regarding technical problem of online application mode may be sent through email to itdept@aimsbhubaneswar.edu.in. Defence Research and Development Organization invites candidates for walk-in interview to be held for Research Associateship and Junior Research Fellowship in Defence, Material and Stores Research and Development Establishment, Kanpur on 15 December 2022 at 9 hours. Minister of Commerce and Industry, Department of Commerce proposes to fill up 1 post of Joint Development Commissioner on deputation basis at Kandla SEZ. It is requested that duly completed applications of eligible and willing officers who could be relieved in the event of selection may be forwarded to the concerned authority within a period of 45 days from the date of publication of this advertisement in the Employment News. Armed Forces Tribunal Principal Bench invites applications for filling up 1 post of Registrar on deputation basis in Armed Forces Tribunal Regional Bench, Srinagar, functioning of Jammu for a period of 3 years. The application in the prescribed pro forma of the eligible officer, who can be spared in the event of his or her selection, may be forwarded to the concerned office latest by 30th December 2022, along with photocopies of the annual confidential reports for the last 5 years of the candidates, along with vigilance clearance certificate. Other details and eligibility conditions available at Armed Forces Tribunal website www.aftdelhi.nic.in. National Health Authority and attached office of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare invites applications from officers under the central government or state governments or union territories, autonomous or statutory organizations, or public sector undertakings or recognized research institutions or recognized universities for appointments to the post of Assistant Director, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission Admin, Assistant Director, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission Finance, Assistant Section Officer, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission Admin, and Assistant Section Officer, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission Finance on deputation, including short-term contract basis. The details of the post, eligibility criteria, experience, age limit, etc. required for the post available on the National Health Authority's website www.nha.gov.in. The application, complete in all respects and accompanied by the essential documents, should reach the concerned official within 45 days from the date of publication of this advertisement. Centre of Biomedical Research, Lucknow, invites applications for 1 post of Professor and 10 posts of Assistant Professor on regular basis, as per the advertisement available on the website www.cbmr.res.in. Applications should be sent by 19 December 2022 through speed post or registered post or courier only. Information about these vacancies has been published in the Employment News. There are more vacancies in the journal. If you wish to read about these employment opportunities in greater detail and more, you may refer to the job journal titled Employment News for information in English, Rozgar Samachar for information in Hindi, and Rozgar Samachar for information in Urdu. It is published by the Publications Division, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and made available on every Saturday.
You are listening to Employment News. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio.